So we're talking about habit. And so Mike touched on a little bit in terms of what the numbers are in this industry. And quite frankly, they're not very good. Most people drop out. Most people don't make money. And the reason why I got interested in this is when I started talking to all these guys, I started learning more about network marketing. I'm not a network marketer. I'm just a regular marketing guy. So I found this interesting. They could be morphed into that. Using the network marketing is a key. So we have to change the perception of what network marketing has been. Because honestly, unless you're a top guy, it's probably not very good. People get in, they try stuff, they expect that, oh, I signed up, I did it, and they don't have to do anything, they're just going to make money. That's not how it works. So we have to change one thing, and that's habit. Habit, okay? You just can't sign up, give your $1,000 and make money. You're going to have to do different stuff. So, but when I looked at this, we have to have different ways for the distributor to make revenue. So right now, Mike just reviewed and told me the one way, which is through the typical network marketing. So, but at the end of the day, when we get done with everything, and the guy's still alive back here, there'll be four ways where you can make money. So again, that inverted triangle showing how every distributor can make $750 a month. That's the magic number. We found from organization to organization, when a distributor makes $750 a month, everybody's successful. So how can we do that without having an auto ship? I'm going to show you a couple ways today. So, and in my plan, it's all about the distributor. This company will not be successful unless distributors make money every month. And so it's our job at corporate to give those ways to do that. So let's go ahead. So let's talk about the price of entry. We kind of talked about that. And this is where it's going to get a little bit confusing, but I want to clarify everything today. So when you sign up as a distributor, you get 1,400 bids. Those bids are only good on the retail activation site. So that's the core site we have today. In past presentations, if you've seen them, that site will be mirrored by a retail calendar. So, like, what's today? The day after Christmas sales. The next selling season, you probably saw it already. Stuff's out for Valentine's already. So we'll be posting stuff that you would get at Target, that you would get at Best Buy, you get at Macy's. We'll mirror that thing. So when you sign up as a distributor, those 1,400 bids are only good on that site. But that'll be more of a retail site, so it'll mirror what retail is doing right now. So we'll get into the other three ways in that. So if you think about Mother's Days, Dads and Grads, Super Bowl, our items will mirror that. So there'll always be exciting stuff there, and that's always a way to bring in new distributors, but those 1,400 bids are only good for that site. Does that make sense to everybody? Mm-hmm. Because we have to have more ways for more people to make money. So here are the four revenue streams. Okay, one is your core plan when you sign up. Okay, special promotions, we started that, and I'll explain a little bit of that. Retail on demand, buy it now, and then pay it forward. Okay, again, our goal $750 a month for each one. So multiple revenue streams. We'll bring them online as we're able to. Right, guy? So this is going to be the key to success. This is how we're going to get people, because they may not be interested in one thing, but they can find other ways. So four revenue streams. So Mike, next one. Again, the first one, our core. Our core for retail. That's it. Within that, Mike explained how you can get your binaries, unlike that. But don't tell me the binaries, just do it, right? So I'm more interested in the other stuff. It's more exciting. So that's the first way to make revenue, right? Which is what you guys are all used to. Now let's look at it. So here's the thing where it's going to get tricky. So right now we've introduced special promotions, okay? So Q1, I'll say Q1 was the Canelo Cotto fight. We introduced that, $5,000 things. Now it's travel. So, and they didn't quite get my graphics in there. So basically it's supposed to be pick your own sandals, get it to play on words. So we're not shoving down that location. We want it to be custom. We want to create different experiences, and we can't create that experience if we're picking it for you. So we say pick your own sandals. Here, there's 13 resorts in the Caribbean. You pick where you want to go, and we'll pay for it, right? At the auction. But for these special promotions, you have to sell bid packs. Again, as Mike explained, $20, $50, $100 bid packs. Okay, you sell to your friends or their friends. You keep half. Okay, percentage goes up line, down line. Other percent goes to the company to cover the cost for that. So this is one way. So there's one bolt on to your right there. Special promotions. Next slide, please. So think about your iPhone, everything like that. Every quarter we'll introduce a new category. Again, on the promotions with a timestamp, so that would be the Cotto fight, it times out. If the company hasn't sold enough bids to cover our costs and everything like that, it still times out and we take a loss. So, which was the case. I expect it'll start to, because again, it's going to be changing the habit of people that are coming on board to getting our distributors every day realizing that just because they signed up doesn't mean they're going to get their check. They can get it by signing on new people, but we really want them to sell bids for the special promotions. So that's one way. So let's talk about what those categories could look like. So you see there to your right, the top 20, so this is a working list of mine. Outdoor living items, fashion, home energy, electronics, home improvement, healthcare, education, personal improvement, debt consolidation, food for a year, create your own experience, I really like that one. Hobbies, the arts, life makeover, use your imagination on that one. Jewelry. We can do any category we want. We can do this at any time. So the idea is that when we get the velocity, just because we've introduced sports, travel, doesn't mean it stops. Each category would still have an item as long as we have the velocity distributor base growing, because we can afford to do that. So just because you don't like sports, you might like travel, and you might be able to sell the travel bids to your own network. So again, it's creating multiple experience for everybody. So no matter what your background, likes, dislikes are, we can always have that auction item or items there for you to bid on and to sell. So again, it's quite simple. This is a great way for a distributor to make money every month. Just think about this. Let's say that we have 50,000 distributors. That's our goal. Each distributor has 100 people in their database, right? So they send that out based on a promotion that they'd like to sell, like they could sell. How many people does that drive to our site? 5 million people. That's traffic. That's a lot of traffic. And that's just people. And so really, my insight on selling these bid packs and everything like that is pretty cool because, you know, maybe you're not a salesperson, maybe you are. But you can go to your friends, your 50 top friends, and say, hey, you know what? Yeah, I know you have friends, but I'll tell you what. Whatever you sell, I'll give you half of what I have. So you can do that as a distributor. So we have to be creative in the programs to pay it forward because at the end of the day, we just want those bid packs sold so we can continue to offer these every quarter. So, move back 1 second. Okay, sorry. So, these are really sliders. We will introduce these categories based on demand. So when we get on our marketing pulse call, we'll ask everybody, okay, what do you think we should introduce? Here are our items, here are our top 20 items. Do you have something else you think? So we'll listen to the field on what they have to say because we can't push stuff down your throats. We want to introduce categories that are going to be of interest to everybody. So does that make sense? Mm-hmm. These categories slide back and forth based on what the field is saying. Okay, let's move on. So pay it forward, charity and fundraising. This is another revenue stream for distributors, okay? So Guy and I have had preliminary workings on this, and so we kind of put it this way that not one size fits all. We're going to have 5 different categories: extra small, small, medium, large, extra large. So basically, if it's your kid's soccer team and you need to raise $500, we can go extra small, $500, right? So there'll be 5 definitive amounts of money that we'll raise, okay? So how it works, the 5 buckets, we'll work with that charity to post items that are appropriate for that church, soccer team, whatever it is, okay? So Betterbid will buy and will post the items on that site, okay? This will set, based on these 5 scenarios, a definite number of bids that we'll sell. So there'll be 5 different things. The charity will keep 50% at least, unless we figure we'd like to do more if we can. Distributor keeps 25% of everything they sell. They bring in these charities or whatever like that. Upline, downline, 25% goes to cover cost promotions. After the bids are sold, the promotion will time out. So in other words, if you're doing for Johnny's soccer team and you've had to sell X number of bids, let's say it's 1,000 bids to raise or more than 1,000 bids to raise $500, okay? Then we have a week or 2, the items are posted, we close it out. Because the charity wants its money, we want to close it down. So again, 5 different sizes, so we can do any size, but they will be, there's not going to be one-off, because once the guy programs it, that's it. It'll be 5 different sizes. So we'll say, we can do it for these charities, so you can go out to people. We've talked to a lot of different people already. There seems to be a good amount of difference on this. So one, we will be giving back quite a bit to those charities. 2, the distributor still makes quite a bit of money. And the company can cover its costs and still give some money up and down line. So this is the 3rd revenue stream. Does anybody have any questions on that?
That's huge.
I think the way that we've been thinking about this, because we had some discussion, I think this is going to be the best way for us to do it, because we don't want to, everybody likes to customize something, but we're just not going to be able to do it. We have to have those certain sizes, like this is it, pick one. Okay? All right, let's move on. So now you kind of see from a macro standpoint, here's your corporate when you get in, Make money that way, make money this way. The 1, 2, 3. So what's the fourth one? Go ahead. Retail demand, buy it now. So if any of you, it's kind of similar to deal-.com. We've worked on this a little bit. Honestly, we won't get this released till the end of 2016, but this will be the fourth way. It'll have a similar revenue sharing component, and again, if you want to look at that and some other sites like that, we've kind of looked at that, identifying that as a way. And so, we definitely want to become more and more retail oriented, and that takes us in that direction. And so that creates the fourth potential revenue stream for the distributors to make their $750 a month. Because some people just want to sell charities, some will just want to do the typical network marketing thing within their inverted triangle, and some people are going to love to sell those promotions, and some people might like to do this. So we've got 4 different ways. You can do all 4 ways. If you're really savvy, you can make quite a bit of money doing all these different things. If you have created your own network of people, I use 100 people as a round number, but a lot of people know a lot of people, and they know a lot of people. So it's all about paying that down and creating traffic to our site. Next slide, please. So now here's the global thing, right? You can see the 4 different ways that we're pointing this company to. 4 different ways for distributors to make money. Again, corporate is down here. We have to create programs that are exciting, new, refreshing every quarter that people are going to say, wow, I want to bet on that, or I want to participate on that, or I can get people coming on that. Okay? Any questions on that? Does it make sense?
Yes.
Okay. Next slide, please. So, the next thing that we talk about is international expansion. So, we want to control it. We don't want it to control us. So, this is going to be different than when these other outfits, I guess, they bring in people. We're not going to do it the way they've done it. So, we're really going to have a structure of how we introduce other countries. We have to structure it because they can't come in and do our stuff because they have a different retail calendar than we have in the United States, right? All these other countries. They have different items that they would like to have instead of what we have posted up there. They have different holidays, everything like that. We're going to have currency issues, shipping issues, and bilingual. We have to create news sites for each country, so that's stuff we're all going to be working on. So again, we don't want to bring it on now until we have our stuff together this year. So next slide, please. So really, we're targeting 2017. This is what we've stuck in the ground right now in terms of putting a schedule together. This could change depending on market swings and people from other countries coming in who've done this before that we can get confidence in. But we won't start those countries until we have a team of 3 people on the ground in those countries putting together plans. So we would slide in over a 5-year period, a different country for every quarter. Okay? So again, this is kind of how it looks from a macro standpoint. Again, this international expansion, we have to have a person on the ground that's doing its own retail calendar, its own marketing plan, dealing with the currency and shipping issues in those countries. Because we want to do it right. We want it to be unique to that country, just like what we're doing here in the U.S. is unique to us. Okay? Any questions on that? Okay. All right. So, Pulse Marketing Group, I want to talk about that in a minute because I really think that's going to be the key thing to keeping everything connected here. So, the purpose is to review results of our distributor survey, the monkey survey data, or survey monkey data, the Betterbid core, that retail roadmap we have there. Are we putting those right things on for Halloween, for Thanksgiving, for Jazz and Grads, those items? So, the special promotion roadmap. Are we putting items that are interesting enough for the team to sell bids? And then really, we want that thing, we need to create a buzz, right? So we need to have fun stuff, that's cool stuff that people are going to be excited about. It's got to have a marketing slang, so it should be creating experience for everybody. So it's going to be a monthly meeting. We want the best leaders in there. That's going to be the most important thing. They have to have X downline. Whatever decisions are made by corporate, we'll adjust that team annually to have international. Geography is important, and ethnic representation is important. And we'd like to have at least 10 members on that team. So it's a conference call, it's 3 hours, that's the time. So this group is going to be critical. So we'll send out, to all our distributor base, we'll send out a survey, we'll collect the data, we'll get with this group, and then we'll course correct what we're doing or what we're not doing, and we'll change course. Because just because I think it's a good idea, probably doesn't mean jack shit. I may think it's a great idea, are you crazy? So, but I do know one thing, that creating experience is the best way, and that's what I really love about Betterbid. We can create experiences we want to. So this pulse group is going to be important to get everybody's feedback to course correct to make sure we're doing the right thing. Next slide, Michael. So financial engine, we can only continue to deliver programs with our initial growth of the distributor base. Again, our goal is 50,000. That gives us $5 million to our site all the time. Allows us to invest in our infrastructure, customer service expansion. Guys going to need a lot of help, even though the guy's a genius. He's only one man right now. Marketing, training programs, and we need our own corporate facility, like Mike said, or Tony said, by the airport there. I'd like to have it there because I think that would be good. So we need to have a room that we can put 100, 200 people in at least. So that's the financial story. We went controlled growth. We didn't be out of control. So I think 50,000 is a very realistic and doable thing from talking to the people who are in this business, and allows us to grow at a reasonable pace and hit our 5-year plan. Next slide, please. So moving forward, professional management company, that's really important. I've had BDS for 31 years now, so I've had a lot of those people 25 to 30 years with me at the same team. So keeping the same team together and growing together is going to be really important. Integrity, I know that in the past there were some issues in terms of maybe some promises were broken, but going forward with the new team and making sure that everything works the right way, we're going to do the right thing for everybody. Play like a team, win like a team, that's a big mantra for me. If we play together, it's all about everybody winning. Again, that's why the inverted triangle is so important. Making sure that distributed 751 means everybody below them successful. Everybody. That's key. This really is a unique business model, the way it's shaping up. I think you can see the 4 pegs in the stool here. We have 4 different ways for people to earn money. And there's no doubt that each distributor will find at least one way that they feel good about and can make money. The more they feel comfortable with, the more money they'll make. And again, change your habit. We have to do a great job, not a good job, a great job to sell these revenue streams. They don't just happen, they have to be sold. So getting the distributors in the mindset they have to go out there and market in these different areas, giving them the tools is going to be the key to our success. And that's it. So, questions. I love questions, but I usually learn more from the questions than what I put on the slides. Yes?
You mentioned that there would be like new branding, new image for the company. When is that going to be available?
As soon as we can. I don't like to say something. That's not flashy. It's just drab, boring. It doesn't do anything for me. Even the stuff that we're supposed to put for the holidays wasn't good in terms of creating themes. I'm one of the themes and stuff like that. Where there's, choose your sample, stuff like that. Everything we should have up there for such promotions to be fun, right? Create a budget before it on your buddies, your girlfriends, or whatever, and say, hey, this is really cool, right? So we have to have that around there. So we looked at some different graphic designers, and we haven't found the right people yet that we can get us where we need to get.
Hey, Mark.
Yes.
Yes, we talked about the summer vacation. Is there going to be a close time for that vacation also? Because, you can get some customers that may be interested in that vacation. They're sitting back and they may have, a budget on buying customer deals. And they sit back.
There's no time on it right now, so actually when we put this promotion up, with everybody wanted to put up we had one that's a Pro Bowl experience, right? So go to Hawaii, go to the game, VIP seats on the 20-yard line, good package. But we didn't have enough runway to start to sell it, right?
Mm-hmm.
So after the Kodo fight where we had like a 6-week runway, and it got really hot the last 4 or 5
Right.
days, so we did choose your own sales because it would give us, maybe 60 to 90 days to do that. That's something we have to discuss, but that would be a great thing on the marketing pulse for people saying, hey, when are you going to close it? So it seems to be that people wait till the last minute to go in there and or buy their bids and spend their bids.
Well, because you might have customers who might be on buying a bid pack, might have to budget. You know what I'm saying? They want to be conservative,
Sure.
losing their bids, so they might want to sit back and watch that bar move.
Yeah.
If you don't have that close date, you can sit at 1% where it is now. But a vacation like that is, it's pretty awesome. So, I'm interested in something like that. I wait for that bar to move, but.
If it's warm, I want to be there.
Yeah. So, yeah.
That's a great point, and I think we're going to address that. So you're right. I think that would be key in this.
Yeah.
Next question.
Question here?
Yes.
Mark, for the fundraisers, do the companies usually are going to be nonprofits? Do they have to, is there a fee for them to do that? How's that going to work?
No, there's no fee. But basically, in those packages, let's say you use round numbers, it's 500, 1,000, 5,000, 10,000, 20,000, whatever those numbers are, that's what that charity wants to earn. And so the promotion will back out of that. You'll sell X bids based on that. The bids will be 50 cents. Once you close out the number of bids, then we close the auction. That's it. And we'll work with that charity to post appropriate items for that. So if it's a kid's soccer team, you know, the whole idea of a lot of that stuff is that, you know, right now, if you have kids or your classroom, they're selling magazine subscriptions, paper. Nobody wants that stuff. You have to buy it. You don't get anything, right? So this is something that'll be fun. They can play, and they can sell, and it'll be clean.
So in other words, they'll have like a little packet of tickets or whatever
Yeah.
that will be selling a certain number of bids.
Yes, right.
You buy, for
Yeah.
$5, I'll get 10 bids or however it works.
Yep.
Okay, so the corporation is going to be furnished from us the packet of tickets that
Yes.
our people are going to be selling
Yes.
at no fee.
No fee. No.
Wow.
Well, like I said, it's a bid. There's not really any process.
It's going to be the biggest thing.
So,
It's going to be
it's really technology driven if you think about it.
Yes.
Good question. Next question. Yes, sir.
Yeah, I'm a guest. First of all, I just want to thank you for having me here today, and your presentation is very, very articulate and very well expressed, and I understand exactly what you're doing and how you're moving forward. The only question I have is, do you have a prescribed ratio of the number of bids per widget, whether it's a vacation or a purse or whatever? I mean, is there some type of predetermined that you decided on the marketing side? Hey, we need to move X number of bids before we will make this product available.
That's a great question. So, and that's the trick about the fun stuff that I'd like to do. There's risk to that because it times out. Because like if you really think about special promotion, you think about the arts and entertainment. There's a monster concert tour come back by somebody. We love that. We want the buzz to be that every time that there's an event like that people they can buy bids and purchase that event, whatever it is. So the risk of that is that people don't buy it, and so we acquire that asset for a special time, then we lose. So trying to weigh that on both sides, that's a great question. We're kind of there, we're not quite there. So what we have to equate is those 4 different stools and how they each deliver revenue and how we can put more items timed out where we risk losing money, which is okay, because we have to have loss leaders like any other company or retailer would have. So, but how many loss leaders can we afford at how much time? But we have to have the cool stuff out there, right? Like, I mean, what's Adele, right? She's on tour. That's hot. So we have access. She's going to be in Honda Center. We have access to tickets, right? And Garden Works is going to be in Honda Center. So we have access. But it can't just be in the Honda Center, right? That's local for us. That's great. I mean, we have to be able to have events in New York, Texas. We're looking at some stuff for WrestleMania, the AT&T Stadium in April, stuff like that. We can talk about some packages there. And I'm sure a lot of guys can sell to their buddies. Some people are passionate about that. But being able to do that and take such risks, we need to do that. So we're working that out. But that's a great question.
So I guess then as a follow-up, you don't necessarily have a defined...
We're trying to determine how many loss leaders we
Right,
have.
and I realize you're just getting started, so this is kind of the wrong time to ask, but at the same time, you have to have some type of a benchmark at this point, and some type of a goal.
Well, I think that's why we're testing different things. That is our benchmark.
Okay, so you're still defining it.
Yeah, we're still defining that. So, but we understand that we're going to have to take loss leaders, and we will take loss leaders. We just can't take all loss leaders, right?
Thank you very much.
Great question.
On the regular auctions, however, we know how many bids are going to come in.
Yeah.
Right.
On the promos.
Yeah.
You should just talk.
On the regular site, we know how many bids come in, so we ensure that we're profitable there, right? Because we can't do stuff we're always not profitable, right?
But what I really love about this company, this is more of a comment than a question, is that usually a lot of companies, I mean, I love to put people in the business, but usually a lot of companies concentrate on putting people in, recruit, which is great, because we can't have customers unless we have big, good people, strong people coming in. What's so comforting about this is when we talk to people, and when I talk to people, it's the product, it's the bid. And I'm usually not product oriented, you know what I mean? I'm into the building and all that, because people encourage us to do that. Companies just bring people in and just get $2,000 every time, and everyone get rich. But this is so product oriented. It's very, very powerful. But it is important, and correct me if I'm wrong, Mark, the more people who can come in to build, the more customers obviously we get. And then the buying really starts to me, because I know people who would go nuts over buying bids and bidding all day.
Yeah.
But then I also know people who just want to, oh my goodness, I know people who want to do that, but they want to make money on the binary. And that's it's just an incredible balance to me.
It is.
That's why I'm
That's
excited.
a great comment, because it is a balance. So we don't necessarily want to have people that are career network marketers coming. We want people that are
Right.
really savvy about marketing their own site and everything like that. They're going to be able to sell the other things, right? Because that's what's going to make the company successful. That's what makes the distributor successful. And that's the most important thing for this model. That's why this model is different. It's sustainable. People are not going to stop ordering their vitamins or their energy drinks or whatever they sell in this other stuff, coffee. This is different. As long as we create programs that are always new and different and evolve, and we continue to bring in new people that are interested in bidding on unique items, and make the distributors money to be successful.
I mean, it's a perfect,
Yeah.
it's a balance.
It's a combination.
so powerful, yes.
And it's that site
Both
track,
worlds.
right? It is an internet marketing company,
Right.
technology company, that's it.
Right.
Yes, sir.
How do you plan to, expand awareness amongst consumers at large to create that buzz and to make it a destination, if you will, for those that are looking for to bid on lifestyle options?
Right, that's a great question. So, I'm not a firm believer in advertising, but I'm a firm believer in how we can do search words and engines to drive traffic to our sites, and how we can create a buzz through social media about special events we ever posted. So, honestly, it's going to come from distributors, us giving the distributors a tool to post stuff on their Facebook, their Twitter, whatever. That's going to be the way we're going to do it. So, 1,000 distributors a day, that's not quite enough, but, we start talking 5, 10, 25,000. Now you're talking about some volume. We push the right materials out for everybody to post, then you're going to get a lot of attention, right?
Yep, we're bringing.
Good question.
We're also bringing, and I've done this in other companies, we're bringing customer acquisition systems here. So you guys will have a turnkey system here in the future that we've done in other companies to be really successful.
Yeah.
It's how you bring in 500,000 customers. Network marketing is a good start, but then you have a system for your distributors and your customers. So we're going to have that.
Other questions?
Yes, Mark, this may be a question for Mike, but, and I've talked to Mike about this before, and I know it's two ways that you can bring people, get people signed up, recruiting distributors, and one is through your back office, which you can get a personal relationship with that person that you're recruiting, which is good, and the other one is from your personal website page, where it says sign up with Mike. For example, if I want to implement, some basic marketing strategy by getting several hundred people signed up, while I may be sleeping, it is active that they can go right there and sign up from their personal website. That's active, and correct? That's active. So with that, people can come in, and when they come in and they sign up, as Mike had mentioned, that they could just fall into the system, as far as being placed in the system.
Let me
not
answer
too
that.
personal.
Yeah.
But I was going to say it might be a question for Mike.
Let me go, right now, I wanted you guys to personally go in and take care of your personal people, okay? For a reason. I don't really want that used as a trainer, and showing you how to do this company. However, if you have a lead system where you're driving traffic to your site, that's a toggle switch in the back office, and I'll get into it in training.
Okay.
And it's working, right, guy?
Yes.
Is that working? Okay. He knew I was going to ask him.
Right.
But right now you can set the toggle to outside extreme left or extreme right or weakest volume
Right.
day.
Right.
It'll place them in there. Now you got to be careful because it might not go to where you want them to go, and then it's a hassle to move it because of commissions and volume, and we can't really move after they're placed. So please, if you got onesie, twosies, listen, I brought over teams of 100, 200, and we do apps, and we place them in properly, and we give our people personal care. That's how you explode in an organization. So unless you have a campaign or something that's driving traffic to, I'd rather you not use that. Okay, it makes sense?
Yep.
Everybody? Okay.
Okay.
Thanks, Sean. for that question.
Yes, sir.
In regards to the packages, are you open to suggestions or availability of product?
In terms of, for,
Let's say, in the past, I have some connections, I know some people that may have products you may be interested in having.
Sure. Yeah. For all the new ideas, stuff that's going to be cool, yeah.
Is there a process of?
Probably have a website.
No, just email me, right? Email me, Mike, yeah, we'll see. Yeah, like I said, I don't have all the ideas or the best ideas, so it's going to be you guys, right? Good question. Anybody else? Yes.
I wanted to know if you're going to have business cards, postcards, things that you can order from the site
Yes.
to promote business.
Yes, we want to have business cards that will allow you to give away that will have a code on, it'll give you that person like 5 free bids so they can try it. That's our goal. Because we think if people see it, they get it played, then they're going to be very interested, right?
I'd like to thank you, Mark, for your interest in sharing the vision that we have here. And, we're lining up everybody in this room here. The day after Christmas, it's exciting.
Yeah.
There's a lot of energy here. Everybody's waiting to do great things here. So I just wanted to thank you for taking interest and sharing our goals and dreams, too. So
I
thank
hope
you.
so.
How often will you be making yourself available? We know how busy you are. This is a monumental day. How often will you be doing this?
I think that it's going to be Michael telling me.
Okay. No pressure there, but.
I do travel quite a bit, so.
He does.
Yeah, I
Really
know.
busy.
I know.
Really busy. So in pending
Well,
events,
this is the
guys,
fun stuff, though.
This is tremendous fun.
What I like about this, is that the energy I get from you guys and the questions, the comments, reminds me of stuff that we need to do. So it's good. Yes.
I want to know if you have somebody in another country, say Australia or Canada, are they able to sign up in our business, or is that not available to them? Okay.
if they sign up here,
Because
they work
the US
here.
are not there.
Yeah. We got all countries shut off.
We kind of want to control that, Does it make sense, Warren?
Yes.
Absolutely. Okay, guys, everybody give Mark a round of applause.